Here we at another point now, whereas though we got another person that's a 32-year-old. They call him a crypto mogul. Dude was 32 years old. He unalived himself. Not only he unalived himself, but he also sent out messages to his family to let them know how depressed he was. Sad part about it is he wasn't broke at all. Didn't even show signs of being broke. Still has money. Well, he did have money. It goes to show you, no matter what you going through in life, how much money you have, how much money you don't have, people are still normal. I think what happens is people done created a scenario where as though when people got money, they look at them as not normal. And when they tend to start thinking people are not normal, you start thinking that what a person is going through is something that you can't even, I don't know, man. It's just weird. People just think that you God when you got endless amounts of money. You can buy anything you want. Whereas though a lot of us out here are not millionaires. It's more regular people than there are millionaires and billionaires. And we have homes. But just because we have a home, we'll look at the person that can afford 5 or 6, 7 homes at one time, whereas though we can only take care of one mortgage. Or we look at somebody that got 10 cars, where we struggling to pay for one vehicle. Just because you have millions don't mean that you are on top of the world. And we are seeing more and more people today look at people as if they're God just because of money. We're seeing more and more people unaliving themselves with money. So that's starting to show you that money is not the thing that's going to keep you happy. It's the livelihood of being able to have a real life, feel comfortable in your own skin, be able to live life, and be able to put a smile on your face. A lot of times we implement those traits with money. You tend to start, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of us out here tend to think that we get that new, that salary. Our salary gets bumped from around 100 to maybe 120, 130, 140, 50, so on. It keeps going on and on. Then you get to a point where as though you start looking at your life and you say to yourself, oh man, what would I do if I hit the lottery? It's kind of funny that when we think like that, then you see the stories of the people that actually hit. Now, give or take, if you're in the comments, you might look at it and say, yo, I already had those problems. I think a lot of us would like to have those problems. But the more what the story is, when you kind of look at it and you kind of look at how life is set up, people tend to like to be your friend when you have a lot to offer. Let's be real. When you have a lot of money to offer, the woman that you with will show you that she's your all. She loves you to death. But we see that's not possible today. We see that people are able to fake anything in his life with whatever goes on in your life. They can latch on and say, yo, I got your back. A lot of people can have your back when you have money. So when you're looking at people that are rich and millionaires and billionaires, you see why their circles are so small. See, a lot of times when we watch the gram, we look at Instagram, we see all the TikTok reviews and everything where people showing their wealth. And then later on, you start looking around and realize they live in a lonely life. We're not only seeing them living a lonely life, but we see them looking like that they doing it real big and like spending money, doing all these things. And the next thing you know, they're in tax trouble or they're now starting to go broke. Money is not going to fix a lot of people's issues today. And I don't think it was intended to. I think we got a point now where as though the world is starting to open our eyes and make us realize that money is not going to save us. No matter how much they inflate the prices, no matter how much they make you feel like you need to get married, no matter how much they make you feel like you're not going to be able to control your kids. And if you are trying to control your kids, they want to separate the household so funds can be taken from one party. Money is never going to solve the issue. It can help, but it can only help if you are aware of you. Like and subscribe. Food's done.